When it comes to color adjustments, there's something really interesting here, which is called hue and saturation. You might want to change, for example, all the yellow color in your picture into a different color. In that case, you might want to choose hue and saturation adjustment layer. So in here, second row, the first one, I'm going to click here and choose hue and saturation. As you can see, it creates a new layer here. It's an adjustment layer. So there's a hue here, which applies to all the colors. All right, so as soon as you move that, you're going to see all the colors are going to change on my picture. There's the option here, the saturation, but pay attention to that because if you boost it like too much, you're going to see very weird things happening, look, just like that. And you want to avoid that effect. So it's better to keep it pretty much at zero. Depending, of course, of the effect you wanna create. There's another point here which is quite interesting. If you click here where it's written master, you can modify all these different colors in your picture. So for example, in my case, I have yellow colors, so I can choose like all my yellow colors should turn to a different color, in this case, for example, orange. So that's pretty cool. You can modify each of those colors the way you want it. Something else here, if you see the colorize option, if you tick that box, it's gonna look more like a monochrome image. That's an effect you might want to do. So in this case, if you modify the hue, you're gonna see it changes to one specific color and it applies to the whole picture. You can also push the saturation a bit. Again, like I said at the beginning, you might want to push it too much, but you can play with that. And you can play, of course, on the lightness here if you want to, but it might not be that useful depending, of course, on the effect you want to create on your picture. Again, like any other color adjustment layer, if it's closed here, you can always double click on it and do some modifications again. So it's a non-destructive way of making some color corrections. My original background image is still there. I can always double click here and go back and make some changes again.